Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. We are playing some more Affinity, and I think we're going to play first. We won the die roll, so we may as well play first. Oh, we don't have any lands. This is a sad day. We're going to mulligan this away. We're not going to keep that. This is almost no better. Almost no better. We have Mega Knight and Ornithopter, which we can actually play right away, which we are going to aim to play right away. I think we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it. Hopefully there's land on top. There is not. Oh, but I really want Etch Champion as well. I think we need to actually put him on the bottom. Because we are on the play, not on the draw, we need to make sure that we actually can draw these things. So let's play Magenta Knight and Ornithopter and see if our opponent immediately knows exactly what we're playing at this point. So yeah, that's the one thing that's annoying. When you click these guys, by the way, I've noticed that when you click them from your hand, because they cost 0, the engine, the like MTGO engine, doesn't realize, oh, we're playing a modern energy deck? Is energy competitive in modern? I didn't think it was. I could be wrong. I'm completely open to being proven wrong. I knew it was strong enough. Okay, there we go. So we got our second land. It's completely strong enough in standard that it got banned, a bunch of the stuff, but I didn't think it was strong enough in modern to really make a splash. I could be wrong though. Maybe people just haven't played around with it enough to like make it work because no one has. No one has. I find that actually, that's actually one thing. Let me, I'm going to go on a tangent here. So we're going to play the game and I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here about brewing in modern. It's one thing I've noticed recently. We're definitely playing against the modern energy deck, which might be Aethertide Whale. It might be the Aethertide Whale combo, which is like a kind of standard deck that has a bunch of modern cards in it. Anyways, on the tangent I was going to go on. I've noticed there's a lot of people out there that don't necessarily... Oh, we could... Let's see what we get with Thoughtcast. Because we can play Thoughtcast for 1, which is really nice. If we draw a second land, we don't. But we can Ornithopter, cast it for 0. Equip Cranial Plating to Ornithopter, I guess. And then I think we just swing in for a whopping... What is this going to be? 5-6 damage? Sounds reasonable to me. Anyways, I noticed there's not a lot of people that do brewing. I mean, like, probably everyone that's watching this channel is interested in brewing decks, interested in seeing what's the new fun things that they can be building. But when it comes to, like, higher level plays, you don't see a ton of brewing going on, which is, for me, is very surprising. There seems to be this lot of, like, people seeing a deck that is already there, that is already good, and seeing what else they can add to it. And very rarely does that deck ever, like, go, ooh. If we had another land, this would be amazing right now. Signal Pest doesn't have haste, so I think we are going to go Cranial Plating. If we had another land, if only I had one more land, we could have actually played Cranial Plating and then put it onto something. But we don't have it, so we can't. So these guys might as well attack and then go out. Anyways, yeah, so... Yeah, there's not as many people I see in the top level play. So we're talking like tier 1, tier 2 decks. You don't see a lot of people like trying something really new and seeing if they can make something crazy work. It's a lot of like more of the same, but like 10% different, which makes me sad. It makes me sad deep down inside. So there's the aetherworks Marvel. So he's going to be playing, what, Aethertide Whale at some point here, once he has enough energy? I'm assuming he's playing it right now. Look at top 6 of your cards. Oh, it's Kozilek's Return. 2 damage each creature. Oh, man. That makes me really sad. And they get exiled, don't they? Oh, no, they just go to the graveyard. That makes me super sad. Wah, 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 wah. Well, we have played Signal Pest. We can play... Throw Cranial Platings on it, I guess. Shivan Reef. Hold on. Yeah, so we're going to play Signal Pest for just whatever, 1. And then we're going to equip both these guys onto Signal Pest. And then next turn we'll play Chief of the Foundry and then swing in. I think this is what we're going to do. So, Cranial Plating here. Paying 1. Yes. You attach here for 1 as well. And then, yeah, there we go. So anyways, that was my my rant. It wasn't really much of a rant. It was just something I've noticed, that there's not a lot of high level like deck brewing that I see. And this is just from my perspective. I mean, it may just because I'm playing a lot on MTGO, and people on MTGO tend to play. If you're playing in like leagues or playing in tournament practice, you tend to play pretty like you know what's going on in the decks that people are playing real quickly. Ah, lame. Field of Ruins. Hold on, we got to search up a land as well. So we'll search up a mountain because then we can Shrapnel Blast. Technically, we'll be able to swing into our opponent's face, Shrapnel Blast, win game. Technically, if nothing goes incorrect here. So, let's find out. Let's find out. So, I mean, a lot of people actually... Oh, sorry. There's another tangent. Tangent number 2. A lot of people were saying that, like, Shrapnel Blast shouldn't be in the deck. They'll actually be putting in Soul Artifact. And also, Soul Artifact is a completely viable option as well. I mean, it makes this into a 5/5 indestructible land creature. But Shrapnel Blast allows us to do 5 damage, you know, in a pinch. Which seems, for me, seems pretty cool. So, what is it, 8? The other options, we can also play Chief of the Foundry. I don't think our opponent has a way of responding, though. So, let's go to combat. Swing for 8. And then I think we will Shrapnel Blast on our second main phase. See if our opponent has a response. I mean, all the people that are like, Shrapnel Blast is bad. No, there you go. This is where Shrapnel Blast is awesome. See? Look at this. Shrapnel Blast, opponent's face. Paying this and this. Oh, I guess I probably could have paid it with the mana that I'm going to sacrifice from Darksteel Citadel. But I'm not. I'm not. Just to give you guys a hard time. You're like, why didn't you do that? That was totally incorrect. Let's not do it that way. Anyways, that's Artifacts doing what it's supposed to be doing. Now, we're playing against the Aethertide Whale thing, so... Ancient Grudge has to come in. Crumble to Dust, not really too much there needed. I think... As much as I'd like to keep Shrapnel Blast in, Shrapnel Blast is actually going to come out in this one. Oh, actually, hold on. No, Galvanic Blast is going to come out. Galvanic Blast comes out because... Aethertide Whale is a 5/5, I believe. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. I'm pretty sure it's a 5/5. So those come out. Thoughtcast, yeah, you can stay in. Springleaf Drum. Springleaf Drum, you can come out as well. I think you're okay to come out. I think. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to go. Run it back like that. See what our opponent thinks. Going to game 2 against Aethertide, Aether Whale Tide Marvel? I don't even remember the name of the deck. I just remember what it does. It's using Aetherworks Marvel to basically cheat in a bunch of whales, which then just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you kind of like go off. It's a combo deck. Very funny combo deck, if you ask me. And I think this is an okay, not an amazing, but an okay keepable opening hand. Especially because we're on the draw, so we're going to draw an extra card, which is good. And Ley Lines of Sanctity, so we can't target our opponent's face anymore. Good thing we took out a couple Galvanic Blasts. Doesn't mean we can't blow up our opponent, though. Mind you, and on 0? Is it going to be on 0? It's going to be on 0. Oh, well, half our artifacts are dead. Actually, no, they're not dead. Only 4 of them, which is okay. It's okay. That's actually really funny. Smart. Super smart on our opponent's thing. Well done, opponent. Okay. Going to our turn, and we can't play Ornithopter at this point, which is funny. The thing is, we could always Ancient Grudge this away, which it's 50-50. 50-50 on that one. In the meantime, let's Signal Pest and ship it to our opponent's turn. See what they have to say. I mean, these are two, like... this one's not so good against us. I mean, we're kind of like... We have a little bit of burn elements in here. Because there's a lot of different ways you can go with Affinity. One of the ways is the, like, blowing up, kind of like burn Affinity deck, which is what we've done here. But there's also, like, the Insole Artifact. Because there's Insole Artifact, and there's another one that does almost the same thing. So I think it makes it a 4/4. So there's 2 different ways of going about making this deck. That are, like, quite budget. And I think we go like this. Because this is pay, sacrifice it, gain energy. Do I need to do that now? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is actually we play... We could always Ancient Grudge the Void away. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to go. We're going to go like this because then we can actually play Ornithopter and start playing other things. I kind of wanted Ancient Grudge to get rid of his Aetherworks Marvel, which may actually have been a better bet. We're going to find out. We'll find out down the road. We're going to see if me blowing up Chalice is going to be more or less painful for me. I think I was supposed to hold it up for Aetherworks Marvel. I'm pretty sure, but we're going to find out. We're going to see if we can raise our opponent down. Because as soon as we get Etched Champion in play and Chief of the Foundry, like, Etched Champion gets in for 2 damage every turn. He almost has nothing that can, like, prevent us from just Etched Champion over and over again. So we're going to find out. We will find out. So our opponent doesn't really do much. And I mean, the other option is throwing down Chief of the Foundry. No, it's going to be Etched Champion this turn. Just thinking how I want to do this. Etched Champion is going to be the best first turn play. Followed by Mennonite. Oh, sorry, not Mennonite. Megalodon Knight. So, yeah. And, yeah. So, protection from all colors. Doesn't mean there's not some things that'll still do damage to it. Because that's one thing you have to remember, like, about protection and indestructibility and stuff like this. There's always ways of getting around it. That's like Magic has built in all of these, like, safeguards. Yeah, Aetherworks Marvel. So if he hits another, what, Kozilek's something or other card, I don't remember the name of it. It's the one with Kozilek on it, blowing up stuff, and it deals 2 damage to everything. No, it's going to be Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunter. Is that actually... Hold on. What does this do? Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may cast any of them from without paying its mana cost. Wow. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in order. That's exciting. You may cast... Hold on. Read this. You may cast the card. That is insane, seeing how he gets to cast Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger. How is this deck not, like, popular in Modern, actually? I just realized that, like, doing the energy thing, being able to, like, free cast Ulamog or Emrakul seems freaking bananas. Free cost it? Man. It's insane. We don't have color, we don't have green mana. We do have Thoughtcast though, which we could technically play Chief of the Foundry. And then we can play Thoughtcast. I don't think it's gonna be enough to win us. I mean, this is gonna kill us in like 2 turns. 2 turns and we'd be dead. Let's find out. One way to test the waters here. Galvanic Blast. Ooh, exciting. I don't see how we come back from this. I don't think we come back from this at all. So that was, I mean, yeah, it's correct. Actually, no, he can do this in response. So when he plays Aetherworks Marvel, we need to actually put in mana leaks. So we're gonna go to next game. By the way, we're going to next game. We need to actually put in mana leaks for Aetherworks Marvel and need to kind of hold him up, not destruction, because he can do this in response. He's only gonna play Aetherworks Marvel when he actually has enough energy. Because then he's going to do it in response. So we couldn't even have used Ancient Grudge to blow up Aetherworks Marvel. So that is a thing. I think we scoop it up and go to sideboard. Yes. Go to sideboard. We're taking out the Ancient Grudges. Ancient Grudges come out. Mana leaks go in. The other thing about Mana Leak as well, we can also use Mana Leak in response to his Aetherworks Marvel, which is actually not a terrible idea. And what else do we put in? Whip Flare doesn't do anything for us. Crumble to Dust doesn't really do anything for us either. I think we're going to take out Shrapnel Blasts, and I think we're actually going to put Galvanic Blasts back in as a way of kind of just burning our opponent a little bit. And actually, we're going to put Springleaf Drum back in, just to be safe. And I think that's why we run it back. We run it like that. So we really need to get a... we really need to get Mana Leak. What am I talking about here? It's not even that early. It's like 10 a.m. What are we talking about here? And we're going to play first. And... one hell of a risky hand here. We will keep it because we actually have 2 mana. So we need to draw into another land, technically, but we have 2 mana. So we can actually play Island, Springleaf Drum, Mennonite, anything else, but we don't really need to play anything else at this point. So Springleaf Drum, 4/1, Mega Mennonite, coming down. Yep. and shipping it to our opponent's turn. This guy is so much fun. It's always nice having a 1/1 for 0. Chalice on 0 again, which is actually fine. We don't have a way of dealing with it, so it's a thing. Oh, Aether Hub. Should have thought about that one. Because I could have potentially grabbed them out of it. Actually, no, Crumble the Dust would not. No, that's a bad play. It's a bad play, actually. We don't want to do that. Okay, going to our turn. We're 1 mana short still. And we only have 2 artifacts. So Thoughtcast costs 3, not 2. We could Galvanic Blast, but again, we're Galvanic Blasting for 2, which is this doesn't work. It's not worth it. I think we will. It's hard to. So here's the problem. Here's the problem I'm running into. So you guys can see my thought process. My thought process is I can swing in for 1 right now, sure, or I can hold up and play Mana Leak and play Mana Leak on one of his other energy producing cards, because he's gonna to get to Aetherworks Marvel, he needs to get all that mana, all the energy. And if we can Mana Leak his Puzzle Knot, that's probably going to actually slow him down substantially. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to hold up Mennonite. Sorry, not Mennonite. Megnite. Or Memnite. We're going to call him Momnite from now on. Momnite. Memnite. We'll speak like a British person. Memnite. Guys, if I had a punt counter, somewhere on the screen, I would be like punt counter +1. I just like skip through his turn because this was the card I wanted to counter. This is the card I needed to counter, and I didn't counter it. Fun for me, super fun for me. Jeez, why did I do that? I wasn't thinking. I was too busy making fun of Memnite. Well, that sucked pretty darn hard. We could play Edge Champion. He's not going to be able to play Aetherworks Marvel next turn, so let's play Edge Champion. And it's tap creature. And then we're going to rock out to our opponent's next turn, and then we're probably going to have to start holding up Mana Leak for Aetherworks Marvel. I think that's what our game plan is going to have to be at this point. Feel the Ruins. So he has to. He's only going to destroy target non-basic land. Enters the battlefield. You get. Oh, we can't counter it. But he gets to get any mana of his choice with this, which is neat for him. So he has like a lot of ways of making energy at this point. So there's not like I have any way of interacting with that. So that's a thing. I could start just Galvanic Blasting his face every turn. That's also an option. Why not? Was it 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Seems fun. Do I do that? I don't see why not. So let's go to combat. Swing for 2. And then we hold up and we Galvanic Blast on his end step. I think that's kind of the way it's going to be. Now, why not, right? Why not indeed? And what is he playing? He's going to Lightning Bolt the Memnite. Meganite. Magenta Knight. Well, we could just bolt our opponent's face. Paying 1 red this way. And then we're going to bolt this guy. In the same orderly fashion. And then let him destroy our knight guy. Fun times. Fun times. So he wasted a bolt because he was hoping to chump block with his guy, getting rid of Etched Champion. But instead, we foiled that plan. Now, we didn't have a way of countering that, which at this point is pretty like, it doesn't matter. We need to be countering Aetherworks Marvel. That's what we have to counter. So we have to leave up mana for Aetherworks Marvel. Can't play Ornithopter. That's fun. well, I think we just swing for 2. These things are also annoying because they allow them to stabilize. Like, gaining 3 life is an annoying amount of life to gain. It's an annoying amount of life to gain. Alright, so we're holding up Mana Leak because we know he's not going to have the extra mana to pay for it. So, there we go. And Thoughtcast, again, we can't play Thoughtcast yet. Don't have mana for it. We need more mana is what we need. Does he get a land? He doesn't get the land. So he can't Aetherworks Marvel yet. He could technically do these guys. Can't play either of those. Well, I think we're just going to keep doing the same thing. Swinging with this guy. Grind him down for 2. Waiting, holding up Mana Leak. Pretty unexciting plan. Unexciting, but it is the current plan. And again, Chalice on 0, kind of, it hurts these quite a bit. So maybe leaving in Ancient Grudge would have been fun, but... So he's going to crack those now. Gaining life, doing things. It's smart to do it on my end step, because then he's not using up his mana on his turn. So, still, I think our opponent's just trying to draw into Aetherworks Marvel at this point. There's another mountain, which is sort of fun. I mean, we could technically play this now, but I need to hold up Mana. I need to hold up Mana Leak. That's all there is to it. I need to hold up Mana Leak. So keep going on the same plan. Swinging for 2. This is a grindy game now. It's turning into the grindiest of games. So here we go. Chalice of the Void. Ah, you're so good, so good. Chalice of the Void on 0 as well, of all things. So there goes the second Wood Weaver's puzzle knot. Opponent's back at 20, so all has been for naught at this point. I wonder if he's just waiting to draw another land. So, is it going to be Aetherworks Marvel? Statistics say Mana Leak. That's what they say. Mana Malik. So, have fun with that. One of your Aetherworks Marvel's down. If I had a way of getting rid of that out of your graveyard, I would do that, but I don't. So, going to our turn, I guess. Hopefully drawing something good. Signal Pest is good. Signal Pest is very good, actually. Technically, we can Galvanic Blast our opponent's face, which we might do on his end step at this point. And I guess we just swing in for 2, like always, the slow grind. The slow play of 2 by 2 by 2. And the other option is we could also Thoughtcast. The thing is, if we play Thoughtcast, we're tapping out almost all of our mana for it. But I think we should do it. I think we should Thoughtcast. That's gonna be the plan. So it's gonna be Thoughtcast. So let's go like this. There you go. Tapping down Signal Pest. Playing Thoughtcast. Draw 2 cards, and we get more land. Have we played land this turn? We haven't. We have not played land yet. So there we go. I could have used. There's a lot of things we could have used instead of land, by the way. Land was like the worst 2 cards we could have drawn at this point. Please don't let him have another Aetherworks Marvel. Seems unlikely, but it's completely possible. Field of Ruins. Okay, that's fine. I am okay with Field of Ruins. Mostly because it thins our deck out, and also because we can grab a swamp. Why not? Grab the swamp. We have enough blue, we have enough red. We have enough everything we could possibly need. Now, next question is, do I Galvanic Blast our opponent's face? No, I think we're going to hold it up and pretend we have something else. I didn't want either of these. None of this is any good. So, let's play, I guess, the island, and I guess we swing in with everything? Meh? Attack with all creatures? I guess so. And then ship it to our opponent's turn. Doing 3 damage. The slowest match ever. Slowest match ever. I wonder if he took out Leylines. Leylines seems like a card he might want to have taken out. Oh. Ishkana. 3/5. Target player loses 1 life for each spider you control. That's a problem. That's a big problem. It's a big problem. Because our opponent could just start draining us down tech. No, not yet. He doesn't quite have enough. Doesn't quite have enough. And this doesn't quite do enough damage. It's 5. Why isn't it 4? 3/4. I wanted it to be a 3/4. It's not, though. There's our Mana Leak. which is fun. And unfortunately, we kind of just need to hold up now, because he has a faster clock than us. Well, that's frustrating. Ship it to our opponent's turn. We have Mana Leak, though, so we can definitely leak his next Aetherworks Marvel, unless he gets 2 more lands, which also can happen. If he dies to swing in with his cannon, we are going to just Galvanic Blast this thing away. We'll block and a Galvanic Blast is what we'll do. So holding this up as a defensive spell now rather than an offensive spell. So is he just attacking with those guys? Okay, well, let's go like this. Going to blocks. There we go. And I guess, I mean, he's technically still getting 2 damage in, which is a thing, I guess. Slow damage on his part. And 2 damage to each creature. Do we need to Mana Leak this? So this will do damage to everything. Well, he won't take damage, but then he'll lose his... I think what we're going to do is we're going to Galvanic Blast this thing. And then we'll let it resolve. Because he'll kill his guy as well. This guy should survive, technically. Technically. No, it doesn't. It does die. Oh, because it takes the 2 damage. Sorry. Yes, it takes the 2 damage and then loses protection. Oh, no, wait. No, it shouldn't. It should not. Technically, it should not have killed him, should it? Because this does 2 damage to everything. 2 damage to everything. But because this thing has protection from all colors. Oh, this is devoid. Devoid. Doesn't have color. There you go. I stand corrected. Okay, well, going to our turn. That was a big play on our opponent's turn. We need to get rid of Chalice. We don't have any way of getting rid of Chalice, but we need to get rid of Chalice. Alright, well, ship it to our opponent's turn. There's literally nothing we can do on our turn right now. Maybe I should have left in the Ancient Grudges. Should have left them in. Because I could have got rid of this, and then I could have started playing stuff like Ornithopter and Mennonite. Mennonite. Menkanite. Men with Knights. Oblivion Sower. Enter target player exiles top 4 cards into the library. I think we Mana Leak it. Thanks for coming out. When he gets cast, though, I mean, he still does the exile thing, but at least he's not going to get like a freaking 5/8 crazy onto the table. And oh, he gets land. Neat. That sucks for us. I don't think we can win this one at this point. I think we are SOL, especially with all of this. Lame sauce, lame sauce. I sideboarded poorly, I think. I think putting in Mana Leaks was a good idea, but I should have also left in the Grudges, specifically for Chalice. I kind of underestimated how powerful Chalice was going to be. Either that or I should have actually pulled out, like, the Ornithopters and stuff. Probably would have been a potentially good idea. And there we go. There's Emrakul of the what is it? Promised End? Promised End. Wow. So, I haven't seen this in a while. This is a pretty crazy deck we're playing against. It's interesting. It's very interesting, and I can see what he's trying to go for here. Because a lot of these things get bonuses when you cast them. So, Aetherworks Marvel being a cast-based trigger, you get a bunch of extra stuff. So, like, example, when you cast this, gain control of target, target opponent during that player's next turn. So, he actually gets to control whatever I do. So, he's literally going to dump my entire hand right now. So, here we go. Goodbye, hand. Goodbye, 0-cost creatures. It's been fun. It's been a good time. I've enjoyed it. It's been super fun. Anyways, this was a neat deck. This was a very neat deck. I would try and build it, but I mean, again, the things to make it work are not cheap. As soon as you start looking at any of the like Eldrazi's, you're like looking at like $10 a card. And I mean, that's the one thing for me. I mean, finally going to a rant at the end of the video here. That's the one thing for me personally, is I never, ever consider like a $10 card or a $15 card budget for anything. For like, if you're building a budget deck, and say even the budget is like $60, but there's like one, $15 card or two $10 cards in it, but that's not budget. There's no way that is budget. People are gonna go into the store. I have been this person. Goes into the store and say, I don't want to spend $10 for that card. I'm okay with spending $50 for the entire deck. I'm okay with spending $70 for the entire deck, but I don't want to spend $10 or $15 for that one card. I understand that. So building a deck like this where, I mean, there's like $10 cards here or like $22 cards there, it's just not going to happen. This is the same reason why I haven't built like polymorphs or anything like this. Anything that has Emrakul as its win condition, because Emrakul is like, I don't even know what, I think it's like 20 some odd dollars right now. And I'm just not going to build that deck. I've seen a bunch of people like building the like, oh, this is a budget so-and-so deck, except for you need to go and buy these two $25 cards each. I'm like, that's not budget. That's not even close to being budget. That is like the most ridiculous thing ever. That's my feeling. This is how I feel. Now you guys know my feelings on budget decks. And other channels that are putting up budget decks that are like just clearly not budget. Clearly not budget. In my mind. I mean, you can let me know. Let me, what do you think? What do you think? Do you agree or disagree that is how you think this works? Oh, sweet mountain. It's really cool. I like that. Anyways, this is us losing the game here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. This was Affinity. I think I misplayed really badly on the sideboard. I had a couple misplays, pretty bad misplays. I could have probably taken this if I would have changed up my sideboard strategy. This just comes from playing the deck more. The more you play the deck, the more you're like, oh yeah, I need to do this, or I need to do that. And unfortunately, I haven't played the Affinity deck enough to know in cases like for Chalice and stuff like this. So, one of those things. The more you play, the better you get, which is why some decks I'm really good with. Decks that I play a lot of because I play them also in my spare time. World Breaker? No way. Goodbye, Swamp. It's not like you have much use anyways. So, our opponent can just swing in here. I'm literally going to skip through his turn. Anyways, until next time, my name is Adrian. This has been Giant Monster Games. Until next time, don't forget to game like a giant monster. Let's let him kill us first. Come on, kill me. Okay, there we go. Now we're dead. Okay, goodbye. Thanks for watching the videos here on Giant Monster Games. If you want to support the channel directly, we now have a Patreon page which you can go and become part of the broader Giant Monster Games community. Additionally, if you want to see some other awesome videos, you can click right here or right here.